Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals, entrepreneurs, and business owners publish to inform their consumers, to grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. We're doing a series of spotlights on remarkable experts across the country and in your town. Joining me today from Los Angeles is Bobbie Casalino-Lewis, and she's an image brand stylist and the founder of fashionablywealthy.com. Bobbie, welcome to the program.
So glad to be here, Mark.
Bobbie, tell me a little bit about your work and specifically the types of folks that you help, and then we'll dig deeper.
I help, my business is the outgrowth of 40 years in the corporate world, always in a man's world, and having to dress with some authority yet be feminine. So, I come from a long line. I come from a long line of getting it done. And what I do for people is, and particularly people who are hiding in plain sight, they don't dress to be seen. Their message is strong, their purpose is strong, their passion is strong, but they're not looking the part. So they're either not wearing colors, or they're not wearing structure, or they're not wearing things that work. And it's been proven time over time scientifically that what you wear reflects how you feel, and how you feel is improved by how you dress.
You mentioned a huge point there. Is that one of the biggest reasons that people really should focus on the way that they are dressing and presenting themselves?
Absolutely. Every time you wake up, every time you walk out of your door, that's your red carpet. You never know who you're going to meet. You don't know who you're going to come in contact with. And you want to have maximum impact every time that you encounter someone, whether it be the postman or the clerk at the grocery store or the CEO of a company. You want to be sure that when you show up, they see you for you, and they're tuned to listen to what you have to say.
So I imagine the folks that reach out to you for your help, they're already aware that they need to work on something. When they reach you and contact you, what specifically are they asking for? What are the most common challenges you hear from your clients?
Well, each one is unique. I'll be honest. There's an overriding theme of they want to be a better version of themselves, and they're working on it maybe in other venues of their life, spiritually or professionally or with coaching or whatever. But the executives or to be executives that I work a lot with need to dress for their next part, need to dress for their next role. And they don't know how to do it. They're experts at what they do. So that's one side of their brain, but they're not necessarily good at the other side. So I work with a lot of all of the women in finance who actually run the financial debt for Los Angeles, the debt and all of the trading and things that go on behind that. These gals are tough and they're strong and they're very, very knowledgeable and very in control, but they don't necessarily know how to put themselves together. So you kind of guide them. They learn quickly, but you have to guide them, to what works for them. And they were like, "Oh, I could never wear that." And I said, "Well, actually you could." You just have to give it a try.
What are the common mistakes that you see them making? Are there mistakes that seem to happen over and over again when you first meet with people? Are there any common mistakes?
Common mistakes. I would I would I would say that they have things in their closet, because that's where I start. I start with finding what's inside of them, and I kind of pull that out of them, and then I wrap them in that. But I think one of the most common mistakes is what they already have in their closet, in that they're not using it. And by just pairing it a little differently, or maybe pushing up a sleeve or turning up a collar or adding a nice accessory, any number of things can take that garment, which is maybe still got the tags on it, and bring it out into the light and really work for them. So, and I think a common mistake is that they actually don't trust their instincts. They buy something and they go, because it looked good maybe on somebody else, or it looked good on the mannequin, or whoever was in the store, suggested to them. But somewhere inside of them, they knew that that garment was a good one for them. And then they get it home and they go, "I don't know what to do with it." right? So that's where I come in and I kind of piece it together. So by building confidence, wardrobe confidence on what they already have and what they've already invested in, that's being rich in style. So that's hence my name, Fashionably Wealthy, because you're rich in style.
Bobbie, are there any common myths or misconceptions about style out there? I mean, I hear things like you're like, oh, that's a power color or whatever. Any myths or misconceptions that you want to shed a light on?
There's a couple. You can't wear white before Memorial Day. You can't, patent leather is, strictly a seasonal fabric. Um, New and being trendy is better, where you can really marry and you can be on trend without being trendy. You can pull in color. I think color is really important. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions is black, the color black. Everybody says, oh, black is going to make me look thinner. Actually, black is the absence of all color, and it absolutely hides you. You can't see your shape. You can't necessarily see your frame. So people, when they communicate, they want to see each other's eyes. They want to see the shape. They want to see a human. They want to see a shape on the other side. So wearing all black is so many men and women have strictly black in their closet, which is easy because you can pair it off to any color, and then bring it to life. But I think that's one, and just just trying to squeeze yourself into a style that isn't your style. Men
Bob,
too.
Bobbie, what inspired you? You're in the corporate world. You mentioned what inspired you to get started as an image and brand stylist and helping others with their style. How'd you get started?
I think it goes back to when I was a little girl. I was always the one who people said, "I'll ask Bobbie, she'll know what to do with that." Or ask Bobbie. And I sewed my own clothes as a child on a treadle sewing machine with no electricity on it. And I just loved seeing people light up, when you fix them or you put things together in the right way. So I was in international telecommunications. I was an executive. I, did very technical stuff, introduced new technologies. A little one like the internet, and things like that. Introduce those new technologies to try and create the understanding for it. And I saw how important it was to be credible and how clothes could make such a difference. And for a long time, I thought it was fluffy. I thought, oh, that whole thing is fluffy, but it's not. It's scientifically proven that what you wear has tremendous impact, not only on those that see you, but on how you project yourself. So, and I see it time and time again. So I always wanted to be Pollyanna, and now I found my magic wand. So I can help people feel good about themselves, just by helping them put their wardrobe together and outfits so that they make it easy, stress less, and they can focus on their message and their purpose and what they're doing, and know that, be solid in the fact that they are going to look and show up the way they want to be seen.
Bobbie, for folks listening right now that are in LA or even anywhere in the country or the world that would love to work with you, connect with you, and learn more, where should they go to find you?
The easiest way would be to go to my website. It's fashionablywealthy.com. And there's a style quiz there. So you can take a free style quiz and connect with me that way. And I'll get back to you and we'll review the results. Or you can communicate with me via email, Bobbie@fashionablywealthy.com. And I answer my cell phone too, as you know, Mark, because I responded to you. So my telephone number is listed in my website.
Bobbie, thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. I love talking about this subject and learning more and more about it. I appreciate you taking the time and sharing with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. I wish you the same. And I have to tell you, you have a really great style. You're very grounded and very, very believable. So
I appreciate that, and thank you for the kind words.
sure.
Bobbie Casalino-Lewis, everybody. She's the image brand stylist based out of LA and the founder of fashionablywealthy.com. This segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals and entrepreneurs publish to inform their audiences, to grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.